back up to 400.
All right. Yes. It's perfect. So before and after. Before you bake it and after the bake. Oh, sick.
Oh man, you don't even need rock lights.
Welcome back to our 2020 Duramax build series. As you guys saw, we just powder coated the accent pieces on the lift kit. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how it looks on the control arm and also on the cross member. And I picked up my traction bars from Jimmy Rivers. So if you haven't watched my last episode, make sure to go check it out. I'm doing a whole series on it. But last episode, we dropped off the traction bars at Jimmy Rivers. If you guys are from the Augusta area, make sure to go check out Jimmy Rivers, JRPW, for all your powder coating needs. Or if you are into like go-kart racing. But here we have these pieces. These were done with by Alex, the Southern Showstopper, at his house. But look how good that looks. Camera can't quite capture it because in the camera, through the camera, it looks like it's yellow, but it's got very neon tint to it. It's really bright in person. That looks super good with the control arms. And where is it? This goes into the traction bar, I think. And here is our reservoir mount. Look at that. Beautiful. So this sits like right here, and then the reservoir sits on top. It clamps onto this little piece. So we're gonna have black reservoir getting held on by this little piece, and it's gonna look really good. The contrast is gonna be very vibrant, but also very subtle, I think, in my opinion. And then let's show you guys the cross member first. Nothing really special with the cross member. It's just solid black, gloss black, I should say, and that's really it. The only thing special is going to be the insert pieces. I know in the last video I asked you guys if I should keep it black or powder coat it. I powder coated it the exact same color as these. So that one is at Jimmy Rivers because that one could not fit in Alex's oven, so Jimmy is powder coating that for me. But that's gonna go right on the traction bar, so it's gonna look really good. And let's show you guys the cross member. And if you like this shirt, make sure to go check out jwmotorsportsco.com. You can grab yours now. That looks freaking killer. The reason why I don't want to unwrap anything right now is we are scheduled to get it done in 2 weeks. And I just don't feel like wrapping everything back up when I'm taking it to Mondo's, and I just don't want to damage anything on the way there. So we are going to keep everything. So we're going to keep everything wrapped up. The main event for this video is going to be in this box right here. Screwdriver will work. Haha. So in this box we have couple of updated stickers. Okay, so this one's really cool. It's the little things, you know what I mean? Like you spend $1,000, but when you get $2 stickers, it completely makes your day. So we have the Kryptonite's Death Grip tie rods, and then we have the Kryptonite's Pitman arm, and then we have the idler arm. It's the whole package. So if we look in the box, we have about 4 or 5 different boxes. Let's see. this little piece gets welded onto your idler side. Idler side right here, and yep, these are bolts for the idler. And for those of you guys, if you're wondering, I have this exact same package on the LOI. Made a huge difference. That's exactly why I'm doing it on the L5P, because L5P is going to be on a 9-inch lift, and we're running 37s and 14 wides. So I really want that steering to be firm, especially if I'm driving to like Daytona and all these places for shows coming up. I just want to feel more secure, and that's just one thing I always like to do when I'm doing a lift kit and going wider and bigger tires. I always like to just upgrade my steering and just front end components. I think it's necessary to do that, especially when you go bigger, because you're creating weak points whenever you're going with bigger lift kits, and this will reinforce those weak points. Just look how beefy this thing is. Look at it. Haha, pretty cool. Show you guys. It's my iPhone XS Max. It's the big iPhone. And yeah, it's about as big as that big iPhone. I am honestly always impressed by how Kryptonite packages their stuff, because it is so presentable. And more stickers. And this is the actual idler arm. Dang. Look at this freaking idler arm. Holy cow. Tie rods. Check it out. More stickers. They just know that we are all suckers for stickers. So, antifreeze. But just look how this is presented. It comes in this little foam that perfectly fits the components. And look, congratulations on your purchase. Look at all that. Like, thank you for your support, all that good stuff. You gotta register your parts within 90 days to have the lifetime warranty. But I've heard nothing but good things about Kryptonite's lifetime warranty. It is truly worth it. But look how beefy these are. Just look how beefy these are compared to the stock ones. Hang on one second. Alright, so just for reference, these are the stock tie rods off of my 2011 LML Duramax. Look at that versus that. You versus the guy she says not to worry about. But look at that. That is tiny. And this is just like 4 times the size of that.
Like the black guy in the locker room.
On my LML, I had all the steering components upgraded, and the last thing I had left was to do the tie rods. And the biggest difference that I saw, like biggest improvement that I saw in the tie rods, were that whenever I was going up and down, like let's say like my driveway has this really big bump, and before it wasn't bad before, but after the upgraded tie rods, it was much smoother and softer, and it just took that bounce a lot better with upgraded tie rods. Obviously, it's just gonna give you extra reinforcement up front, because look how tiny these tie rods are, and these are already a weak point in your steering. However, if you're going 14 wides and like 38s, imagine how weaker this weak point gets. Highly recommend upgrading to Kryptonite tie rods, because it'll make your steering better, and it'll definitely make it safer for bigger setups. So let's go over the differences between the idler and Pitman arm support kit, also known as PISC. I had that on my LML, and so on the LML I did not have the Kryptonite's upgraded idler and Pitman arm. All I did was I had the Kryptonite's PISC on the LML. That thing made a huge difference. The major difference is I called Kryptonite to kind of confirm this, because I asked them, I said, should I upgrade to your idler and Pitman arm kit and do the PISC as well? And they said the reason why they came up with the upgraded idle and Pitman arm is so that way you don't have to do the pisc. Pisc is good if you have stock idle and Pitman arm because they're not as beefy as these Kryptonite ones, so it'll really reinforce those stock components and make a huge difference. These Kryptonite ones are upgraded specifically for that reason. Yeah, I really could have just put the pisc on my idle and Pitman arm on the 2020 over there since it's a brand new truck. However, I've been reading up on a lot of stuff on these L5Ps where idle and Pitman arms were already kind of wearing out on these trucks. Anything can happen with parts. They can always wear out much quicker than their life. So instead of putting, like, I would say putting the pisc on your factory idle and Pitman arm is a great upgrade, but I see that as a very fancy band-aid. Instead of doing that, let me just go ahead and upgrade to these idle and Pitman arm from Kryptonite. If something does happen, it has lifetime warranty. So let me know in the comments below what your setup is. Are you running the pisc on your factory idle and Pitman arm? Or do you have the upgraded Kryptonite's idle and Pitman arm? Or do you have both? I've seen some people with Kryptonites and they've also put pisc on top, which they told me it was kind of an overkill. It's not necessary to do that, especially if you've already gotten their beefed up version of the arms. So let me know in the comments below. I would like to really know. Now we're about to head out and go check out this local show in Augusta and see what kind of vehicles we have over there. This is your favorite car?
Wow. It is like.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Favorite car. This is
Favorite car.
The guy that put the show, like, helped put the show on. Like, look at the license plate. That's how you know.
This is the one that has like the roll cage and the racing seats.
Yeah. He's locally hated.
Damn.
That's clean.
Good God.
I like that. I don't need Google.
I don't need Google. It's crap.
Steering wheel. That's Alexa's steering wheel too.
Dang. Let's get on that other side. I know, right? You can't.
This is clean.
Are you gonna get one of these made? You should.
I have too much stuff changing too often.
Oh, that's true. Like marker scratched out.
No.
Last year.
Or a little asterisk at the bottom, be like, things may be different than what they seem.
Right.
The fine print.
You should have like revision files.
That's like a page and a flip.
Page.
That's where we started.
Oh, Mama Lona got here.